Section 40. A votary, merchant, or resin. Alien may sell his field, garden, or house, and the buyer shall discharge the public service connected with the field, garden, or house that he has bought. A benefit is not to be exchanged. Section 41. If a man has given property in exchange for the field, garden, or house of a levy master, warrant officer, or tributary, such an official shall return to his field, garden, or house, and he shall appropriate the property, even in exchange. Responsibilities of land tenants. Section 42. If a man has hired a field to cultivate and has caused no corn to grow on the field, he shall be held responsible for not doing the work on the field and shall pay an average rent. Responsibilities of land tenants. Section 43. If he has not cultivated the field and has left it alone, he shall give to the owner of the field an average rent, and the field which he has neglected he shall break up with mattocks and plough it, and shall return it. The owner of the field, the rent of unbroken land. Section 44. If a man has taken a piece of virgin soil to open up on a 3 years lease, but has left it alone, has not opened up the land, in the 4th year he shall break it up, hoe it, and plough it, and shall return it to the owner of the field, and shall measure out 10 gur of corn for each gn of land. Loss of crop by storm apportioned between landlord and tenant. Section 45. If a man has let his field to a farmer and has received his rent for the field, but afterward the field has been flooded by rain, or storm has carried off the crop, the loss shall be the farmer's. Loss of crop by storm apportioned between landlord and tenant. Section 46. If he has not received the rent of his field, whether he let it for a half or for a third of the crop, the farmer and the owner of the field shall share the corn that is left in the field, according to their agreement. Landlord cannot restrain a satisfactory tenant from subletting. Section 47. If a tenant farmer, because he did not start farming in the early part of the year, has sublet a field, the owner of the field shall not object. His field has been cultivated. At harvest time he shall take rent according to his agreement. Abatement of debt on account of storm, flood, or drought. Section 48. If a man has incurred a debt, and a storm has flooded his field or carried away the crop, or the corn has not grown because of drought, in that year he shall not pay his creditor. Further, he shall post-date his bond and shall not pay interest for that year. Rights in a crop pledged for debt. Section 49. If a man has received money from a merchant and has given to the merchant a field planted with corn or sesame, and has said to him, cultivate the field and reap, and take the corn or sesame that shall be grown. If the bailiff has reared corn or sesame in the field, at harvest time the owner of the field shall take what corn or sesame has been grown in the field, and shall pay corn to the merchant for his money that he took of him and his interest, and for the maintenance of the bailiff. Rights in a crop pledged for debt. Section 50. If the field he gave was already cultivated, or the sesame was grown up, the owner of the field shall take the corn or sesame that has been grown in the field, and shall return the money and its interest to the merchant. Rights in a crop pledged for debt. Section 51. If he has not money enough, he shall give to the merchant sesame or corn according to his market price for the money which he took from the merchant, and its interest